Bakersfield Anime is a 2-day event in Bakersfield, California. It's $75 for one 6-foot table. This is for Artist Alley. $75 for one 6-foot table, 2 days, and 2 badges. In previous years, it was held at the Marriott in Bakersfield, and it has since moved to the Kern County Fairgrounds, which is still in Bakersfield, kind of off in the Booney area. When it was at the Marriott, attendees had to kind of go through this corridor in order to get to the vendors, but in the corridor was where the artists were lined up. So essentially artists got 100% traffic back then, but here in the fairgrounds it's not the case. So it's in the fairgrounds, it's separated into 2 main buildings. The front building is where all the attendees walk in. It's where they get their badges, where they register and all that, and that's where all the main vendors are. In order to get to the Artist Alley, you have to go through that building, through the courtyard, and into the second building. And when you walk into the second building, the first thing you'll see is the main stage where the panels are, and you have to walk around that to get to the Artist Alley. So when they moved from the hotel to the Kern County Fairgrounds, the Artist Alley really got the shaft. For that reason, if you are going to do this event, I would recommend you primarily aim towards getting a vendor spot and not an Artist Alley spot. If you could only get an Artist Alley spot, I wouldn't drive in any more than an hour maximum for it, because attendance is here. Bakersfield is a very underserved community in terms of geek and nerd stuff. They only, to my knowledge, only have one other event in the year, and that is Bakersfield Comic Con, and that's in November. So the attendance is here. It was the traffic to the back room that wasn't there. The feel of that first building with the vendors felt like a completely different event than the building in the back where the artists were. So the money is there. If you can get an exhibitor spot, which I know is under $200, I would drive like 5 to 6 hours for it, just because the event is really well run. The people who were running it know what they're doing, and I get that they had to expand it from being trapped in the hotel. They didn't overextend, like they didn't go from the small hotel to like 4 buildings. They went with a formula like, look, we can't fit everyone in this one building, so we're gonna put 2 buildings next to each other. It just didn't work out, and it's really nobody's fault. That's just what happened. But it still happened. So basically, vendor spot or nothing. If you're local, and I mean very local, still go for the vendor spot. If not, you can try the Artist Alley. Yeah, it's a fairgrounds, so parking is abundant and it is free. And hotels in Bakersfield are just really cheap. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this event. It's such a shame that that's what happened to the Artist Alley. Also, the heating in the buildings is really, really weak. I think it's just kind of outdated and old, and I think I caught a cold while I was there because it was so cold. But speaking of cold, this is held during a time of the year where there are no other real events going on, so if you have an empty weekend, I mean, and you just need to fill it up, hey, this is an okay event. Even in the Artist Alley, like, you might be able to hand out some business cards. You know, if you go out there and hustle, I think you could be okay. But anyway, yeah, if you have sold at this before, please let me know. I would like your opinions. If you have any other questions about it, please let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.